Hi, I'm Darren Wright with Wright Inspections. Follow me through a home inspection, and I'll show you why I'm the right inspector for your home inspection. So, along with having 25 years of home building experience and 12 years in the inspection business, I've got the right tools to do a proper inspection. Thermal imaging cameras are used on every inspection. I do not charge extra for this. As I go through a home, we'll look at walls, ceilings for any anomalies, missing insulation, moisture problems. I check the temperatures at the AC at all of the rooms to make sure they're all within certain ranges, not one room being a lot hotter or colder than the other. We've also had moisture meters, both pin type and pinless, so we can verify if things actually are wet or not when we see moisture stains. We've got borescopes, so we can see inside walls, behind cabinetry, behind dishwashers. Humidity can be measured in a home. If AC is not working properly, we'll take that into consideration depending on the humidity and the load that's being put on the unit. So you have to have the right thermometers for that. We're going to start our inspection on the outside, and we always look at grading and drainage and any potential moisture problems around the house. Probably 90% of the foundation issues we find are moisture related. So while we're going around the outside, we'll look at our gas piping, make sure it's bonded, not rusting, no leaks. Look at our water main, we'll check our pressure, make sure the valves all work. We look at irrigation systems for any leaking. There's a whole lot of moisture behind me. We do have problems with this one. As we go around, looking at the foundation, we do have some moisture damage on this one. And as we go around, we're looking at stucco for proper installation, no sloppy repairs that may be hiding other problems. Looking up at the roof overhangs for evidence of leaks, condition of the wood fascia, looking for termite damage, rot, all of those things. We'll be checking windows from the outside, looking for evidence of failed seals. So before we take the cover off the electric panel, we're going to look at the breakers from the outside, make sure they're the right size for what they're supplying. Most new homes have arc fault breakers. That one does not work. That one does not work. That's 2 out of 3, so those need to be replaced. Then we'll check all the wiring on the inside. Look for any hazards, any improper wiring. I'm going to make sure everything is safe in your new home. We do a visual inspection of the AC compressor unit. We'll be looking at the fan while it's running, make sure it's not wobbling. Look for evidence of bearing failures, condition and cleanliness of the coils, installation on the Freon lines. We'll also document the age of the unit, size, and what kind of Freon it uses. In the garage, we're going to look at the condition of the door, make sure it's not cracked from car impact, make sure it's not broken at the top from a failure to close a vent, no broken springs. We'll do it manually first to really get a feel for the springs, the wheels, nothing's binding. Then we'll use the opener. And when we test the opener, we will try to stop the door with my hand. Hopefully it stops. Many times it does not, and it's just a simple adjustment up there, but it is an important safety feature. It can result in a door breaking in half. As we go through the interior of the garage, we're looking for cracks, stains, other damage to the ceiling. We're looking for signs of termite activity. Sometimes it can be hidden, termite tubes inside the cabinets. Well, we find them. And we do pool inspections too, just not like this. So once we get inside the house, we're going to go room by room. You're looking at walls and ceilings for cracks, settling, sags, any signs of repairs, any evidence of moisture problems or water damage. We'll check all the accessible outlets that we can get to, lights, switches, windows and doors all get tested. Windows also get looked at from the inside and outside to make sure there's no broken glass, no bad window seals or fogged up glass. And as I walk through the house with a high quality Fluke thermal imager, not a cheap phone adapting thingy, we can see our temperatures at all our registers, make sure the AC is in the proper range, and we can see where there's insulation loose, missing, or not thick enough. As we go into the attic, we will look for these areas to try to verify it and document it. No matter how hot it is, the attic always gets inspected. From within the attic, we can see the visible plumbing that's usually run overhead, all the structure, the trusses, see the condition of the plywood, look for any signs of leaks. Make sure we have adequate insulation everywhere. Ductwork is looked at. When we do this, the AC or heat is running so we can check for vibrations and air leakage. And the overall temperature in the attic is taken into consideration to see if we have adequate ventilation. When we're looking at the AC coil in the attic, we're looking for improper installation on the drain lines. Very commonly done wrong. This will cause problems. From the outside, this doesn't look like it's overflowing. The top drain's not leaking. From the inside, this plug is not supposed to be in here. This is overfilled. So we're clogged in here, water gets too high, your coil starts rusting, outside the bottom drain's rusty, the top's not dripping. Simple fix, take the plug out, put the right fitting in there, clean this thing out, or you're gonna... We also do manufactured home inspections and FHA foundation certifications. We're going to start our roof inspection from the bottom as we come up the ladder, looking underneath for proper nailing. All the bottom rows should be nailed. Going to look underneath for the condition of the underlayment and then work our way up from there. As we walk the roof, we'll document any broken tiles. We'll examine all of the flashings, any penetrations through the roof, make sure everything's properly installed, nothing's been damaged. And clients are always encouraged to join me at the end of the inspection where we can walk around the home. I can explain any findings, answer any questions you have about the home, and make sure you're completely satisfied. You can also call me for a phone review after the inspection, either way. So, remember, call the Wright Inspector for your next home inspection.